A sultry eve pursued a sultry day, dark streaks of purple in the sky were seen, and shadows half concealed the lonely way. I spurred my courser, and more swiftly rode, in moody silence, through the forests green, where doves and linnets had their lone abode. It was my fate to reach a brook, at last, which, by sweet-scented bushes flanked around, defiance bade to heat and nipping blast inclined to rest, and hear the wild bird's song. I stretched myself upon that brook's soft bound, and there I fell asleep and slumbered long, and only woke, oh wonder, to perceive a gold-haired maiden, as a snowdrop pale, her slender form from out the ground upheaved. Then fear o'ercame me, and this daring heart beat 3 times audibly against my mail. I wished to speak, but could no sound impart. And see! Another maid rose up and took some drops of water from the foaming rill, and gazed upon me with a wistful look. Said she, "What brings thee to this lonely place? But do not fear, for thou shalt meet no ill, thou steel-clad warrior, full of youth and grace." "No," sang the other, in delightful tone, "but thou shalt gaze on prodigies which ne'er to man's unhallowed eye have yet been shown." The brook which lately brawled among the trees stood still, the murmur of that song to hear. No green leaf stirred, and fettered seemed the breeze. The thrush, upstarting in the distant dell, shook its brown wing, with golden streaks arrayed, and apt the which notes, as they rose and fell, bright gleamed the lake's broad sheet of liquid blue, where, with the rabid pike, the troutling played. The rose unlocked its folded leaves anew, and blushed, besprinkled with the night's cold tear. Once more the lily raised its head and smealed, all ghastly white, as when it decks the bier. Though sweet she sang, my fears were not the less, for in her accents there was something wild, which I can feel, 'tis true, but not expressed. "Come with us," sang she, "deep below the earth, where sun ne'er burns, and storm winds never rave. Come with us to our halls of princely mirth, there thou shalt learn from us the runic lay. But dip thee, first, in yonder crystal wave, which binds thee to the elfin race. For though painted flowers on earth's breast abound, yet we have far more lovely ones below, like grass the chrysolites there strew the ground." "Oh come," the other siren did exclaim, "for rubies there more red than roses grow, the sapphires blue the violet puts to shame." I raised my eyes to heaven's starry dome, and gripped my falchion with convulsive might, resolved no witchcraft should my mind o'ercome. My lengthened silence vexed the maiden sore. "Wilt thou detain us here the livelong night, or must we, stripling, proffer something more? Taught by us, thou shalt bind the rugged bear, seize on the mighty dragon's heap of gold, and slay the cockatrice while in her lair. But from thy breast the blood we will suck out, unless thou follow us beneath the mold. Decide, nor longer pause in doubt." Cold sweat I shed, and as, with trembling hand, I strove to whirl my beaming falchion round, it sank, enthralled by magic's potent band. Each witch drew nigh, with dagger high upreared. Just then a cock, beyond the wild woods bound, crew loud, and in the earth they disappeared. I flung myself upon my frightened barb, just as the shades began to grow less murk, and sunbeams clad the sky in gayer garb. Let each young warrior from such places fly. Disease and death beneath the flowers lurk, and elves would suck the warm blood from his eye.